A new era in learning underwater video has arrived. And in today's video, I'm gonna tell you all about it. Coming up. Hey there underwater video enthusiasts, and welcome back to the channel. As always, great to have you here with me today. Now, when you first started with filming and taking videos underwater, how did you go about that? What was your approach? Did you do the trial and error approach? Did you maybe use a book to get you started? Maybe you've also taken some practical lessons with a dive instructor, or you've used an online course. Whichever method you chose, they all have their pros and cons. And I've looked at all these pros and cons a little more in detail in a previous video, which I'll link down in the video description below. So after you finish watching this video, you can go and check that out if it interests you. For quite some time, I've been trying to find the optimal way to share and pass on my knowledge about underwater videography to you guys. My best-selling online course, Learn to Film Underwater, which was released about 1.5 years ago, was a first step into that direction. And I'm very happy to announce the second step, the succession of this, in today's video. I present to you the Underwater Video Academy. The Underwater Video Academy is a mobile app that runs on iOS and Android, and is aimed to be your go-to resource for any information regarding underwater videography. And the best thing is, it lives on your smartphone and is with you at all times, right there inside your pocket. So you might ask now, but Matthias, what is the real benefit of using the Underwater Video Academy for someone like yourself, someone who wants to educate themselves about underwater videography and improve those skills in the easiest and most practical way? Well, first of all the information, all the content, the tips and tricks, the tutorials, the courses, and so on that are right now inside the Underwater Video Academy and will be added there in the future, they're all very streamlined and to the point. And yes, you can probably find most of that information somewhere on the World Wide Web, but you will probably need some extra effort and time to find that information, going through hundreds and thousands of resources and videos to find what you're really looking for. And that's going to be very different with the Underwater Video Academy. All of the information in there is going to be very specific and focused without any unnecessary blah blah around it. Secondly, all that information is going to be in one place, and that place, that will be your smartphone, which sits inside your pocket, so you'll have access to it whenever and wherever you really need it. And lastly, and that's a really big thing I find, is that all of the content that will be inside the Underwater Video Academy will be consumable, watchable, offline. So you don't need to have an internet connection to be able to go through all the material, like for example you need if you're looking for stuff on YouTube. You can, while you have an internet connection, download the course materials, the tutorials, the freebies, the information, and then while you're sitting in an airplane, traveling to that distant dive destination, that tropical destination for your next dive trip, you can educate yourself on certain topics that interest you. And when you get to your final destination, to your dive destination, you are already ready to just jump in the water and make use of that new knowledge that you've acquired. Right now as we speak, there are already 4 different freebies to specific underwater video topics available for download. These are all completely free and a great starting point if you want to get into underwater videography. We will add new topics to this freebies section every now and then, so I recommend that you make sure that the app notifications are enabled so you do get informed whenever a new freebie is available for download. Another section is called Underwater Video Courses. These are paid online courses, like for example my best-selling course, Learn to Film Underwater. Right now we are in the making of 2 complete new courses, one of them being the official Dive Fork course, Mastering Your Dive Fork C-Touch 4MX Underwater Smartphone Housing, which will be available in September this year. The other one is a GoPro Masterclass for underwater video, which will be available in the first quarter of 2024. Again, I recommend to keep the notifications enabled inside the app so you hear about the exact release date as well as the respective launch offers before anyone else. My popular LUT packs are obviously also available through the app. Starting from January 2024, we will be adding so-called mini courses to the Underwater Video Academy. These are bite-sized, very focused and specific instructions and information on how to do certain things in underwater video. Like for example, how to film wrecks underwater, how to film with just the ambient light available, or how to create a black background when filming macro. So no matter how new or experienced you are in the field of underwater video, the Underwater Video Academy will be beneficial to you in one way or another if you're looking at improving your underwater videography skills. I encourage you to download the app today through one of the links down in the video description below. As said, it is available as an iOS version as well as an Android version. And as said before as well, make sure to keep those notifications active so you do get informed whenever there is new content available through the app. I'm very excited for this new way of sharing my knowledge and experience in underwater videography with all of you and all the new courses and content that will be coming out very, very soon. Should there be any questions or any suggestions, feel free to put them down in the comment section below. You know how this works. And until next week, head out there, capture all your amazing underwater adventures, and I look forward to seeing you back here on the channel next Tuesday. Take care guys, see you next week.